Hey, this is Pip from ConversionXL doing another round of reviews. This time we're looking at a concept, a framework that you can use to optimize your website. It's derived from the Fogg behavior model, and in a nutshell, what it says is that if you want people to take action, then you need to build up their motivation so they know what they're getting, they understand the benefits, they say, yes, that's for me, that's what I wanted, that's what I need. You make it easy to take action. So, there's a simple process. They don't need to fill out 1,700 pages full of forms. And you ask for action at the right time when their motivation at their highest, and it's easy to take action. So let's review a few websites using this assessment methodology. First up, womensnet.net. We help women fund small businesses. Well, all right. I guess you're giving loans of some sort. I think. It's not clear. You only say one sentence. So, now what? Well, all of this information is completely irrelevant to me because it's news. I want to understand what your site is about. Now, if you have a massive returning traffic and you have no problem with explaining people who you are and you have, you're mostly targeting returning visitors, that's fine. That's fine. However, if you want more people to apply for funding, that's not fine, really. And so people don't take action if they don't understand what's going on. So clarity is always number one principle. Clarity above all, or as Dr. Flint says, clarity trumps persuasion. These two call to action buttons here, they're like standalone items. They're like sidebar banners. They're not part of your value proposition or headline. So that's not very good. And get an Amber grant. So I understand this is some sort of internal lingo, and Amber somehow related to what you do, but it's not clear. So say, be clear. This is not clear. Don't invent your own lingo here. Don't try to be smart or cute. Free grant tips is not a benefit. So what are these tips about? Like, what do I get? Who is it for? Am I gonna apply for grants for my from some foundations to fund my nonprofit? Like, what is this? So, not very good. So all in all, very little is done on this page to make me understand, to build up my motivation. And these call to actions are not triggered at the right time when my motivation is at its highest. I'm even unclear what they want me to do. Another website, Equity Partner Match. So they have this nice 3-page slider here. Well, it is again totally unclear what they do. Each piece of their value proposition is divided across 3 different slides. It's a bad idea. People should not have to wait and work to understand what your site is about, who is it for, what can they do here, why they should do that. So it's a bad idea. And the slides, sliders are typically bad for your business. You should test it, but you don't want to have your value proposition across the slides. And this cheesy, terrible stock photography that's killing trust. Please stop doing that. You asked me to review your site. You should be reading my blog. I've been ranting against cheesy stock photos and sliders for years. So value proposition, clarity of your value proposition, extremely important to get people to take action. And you ask people to sign up, ! Sign up for what? What's going to happen if I click that button? It's not clear at all. So if you ask people for a commitment, their motivation should be very high at that point. You can't ask me to marry you, without me knowing you very well. So in this case, I don't know you. So you need to really try harder to make people understand what your service is all about, why they should use you, and so on and so forth. Another one, Exceptional. Tampa Bay, Florida luxury real estate. Well, good for you, Mr. Real Estate Salesman. The problem is that you're not unique. There are 17 other million people selling real estate in Florida. How are you different? If probably it's you, your experience, your personality. You don't say a single thing about it. You know, there's small text underneath those videos. No one's going to read that wall of text. The line length huge. It's not structured well. So if you want people to read it, you need to put it in a different place. And there are no calls to action on this page at all. So you're like, hey, let people think where they should click. That's good in theory, but if you don't direct people, you know, people are tend to do nothing if you don't direct them. So have a specific flow, direct people down that flow, have them look at the property or conduct a search or something. And the last one, we produce explainer videos. Well, that's good. They make explainer videos. I understand what this site is about. I can probably get an explainer video from here. What I don't understand is that why I should get an explainer video from these guys. Because if you Google explainer videos, how many service providers will we find? Thousands. So it's important to make some sort of a statement how you're better or different. And probably you want me to watch this video, you know, to showcase your explainer videos. But there's no call to action that says, you know, watch this 1 minute video to know why we're the best. You know, that's, of course, you shouldn't say why you should be specific, no superlatives, but give them a reason to watch the video, and you will immediately see a higher number of people watch this video. And also you want to definitely experiment here with different thumbnail image for your video, because right now this image is rather poor selection. I think it adds no value as a static image. And you're not asking for action. You know, people have to scroll way down before they see a form, and that's all right. That's all good because your service is, you know, somewhat complicated and probably expensive. I don't know. So make it obvious that they should scroll down, because right now there's like a logical end here. There's a line, so that it's not encouraging people to scroll down really. And the text that you have is very hard to read. Gray text on gray background, poor choice. The font is also, it's not like a standard font, so it's kind of hard to read. It's kind of pressed together. I don't know which font type it is. And the size, it's small. And this quality, innovation, service, this is meaningless jargon that does not help you at all. Say something meaningful. Talk like real people do. The market leader explains it the best. Come on. Who's going to believe that? If you are the market leader and you're the best, if you make such claims, you need to back it up by proof. Otherwise, people's bullshit detector goes through the roof, and you're losing credibility here. So avoid superlatives and bold statements that you're the market leader, unless you really are and you can show it and prove it. And when we scroll down your page, you have like more of this text paragraph, so no one's going to read it. You know, you learn how to make your text readable. You need to increase legibility, and key for that is structure in text. Wall of text and small font size kill reading. So, and the most dominant behavior online is scanning. People don't read, they scan. So you need a lot of subheadings that sum up all the text there. You don't have that. And these you use icons instead of subheadlines. That's a bad thing to do, because icons are terrible for usability. You understand what is going on. Like, I have to guess what is the picture of computer, or what is this a dark target board there. So don't do that. And finally we get to your forum. That's great, you ask for action, very good, but the call to action, there's any questions? No, I mean, what if they don't have any questions and they don't get in touch? Come on. So ask them to get in touch, and not as a subheadline. That should be your main thing. And why should they get in touch? Probably to share their idea and get a quote from you, right? But you say send, and then if I click send, then what's going to happen? Is anyone going to read it? Who? When are they going to get back to me? All this information is missing here. Your form is in 3 columns. It's a bad idea, again, from usability perspective. And you use inline form labels. Inline labels are okay if you have just a couple of fields, like name and email, but you have a lot. And you don't need all that information. Why are company and country and title required form fields? Why do you need first name and last name separate? You could really shrink this form. And I understand sometimes you want to intentionally increase friction here to weed out low quality leads, but then it's not by having a title field, then you ask for budget and whatever their position in the company. So lots of form optimization here that you can do, and once you do that, you'll definitely see more people requesting quotes. Well, that's it for this time. Thanks very much.